right, I got a bit of a shock today. I heard, or rather I discovered through Facebook that an old friend took their own life. Someone I knew a long time ago and hadn't seen in many years, and in fact hadn't spoke to because we fell out about 18 years ago, and we never made up. We never made amends. She went one way, I went the other, and that was that forever. And at the weekend just gone there, she took her own life. Now, even though I hadn't seen her or spoke to her for years and years, it was still a shock. I mean, she was troubled, you know. She was always troubled. She grew up in care, had a bad childhood, you know, bad relationships with men in adulthood, ended up a single parent, but she come through it all. She was a fighter, and she wouldn't let anything defeat her. She brought her kid up well. She became a youth worker, and she became an artist. When I knew her, going back 20 years ago now, I think, or nearly 20 years, she was just getting into poetry, and we were bouncing off each other because I was still writing songs, she was writing her poems, and we were, you know, giving each other feedback. I still have a CD of her reading her poems somewhere. And in 2008, we appeared on the George Galloway show together. George invited us down to London, me to sing songs and her to read poetry. I'm not going to say her name, by the way. But yeah, we appeared on George Galloway's show called The Real Deal, and well, she was more friendly with Galloway than I was. Let's just leave it at that. And then later we clashed because I was getting deeper into the political stuff and more involved with the party I was in. She left the party. She wanted to focus more on her poetry and, you know, being an individual rather than a member of a party. So we went opposite directions, and we never spoke, probably from, I don't know, 2008. At some point that year, maybe. We never spoke after that. There was a bit of Facebook stuff, I think, or it might have been MySpace back then, you know, bit of conflict, but that died down, and then we just never spoke. I mean, we lived in different cities anyway, you know, so our paths never really crossed anymore. I think occasionally I would see her on the odd big demonstration, but we never spoke, we never had a conversation. And from what I know about her life after that, she was, you know, in and out of different relationships, falling out with her kid, falling out with her friends, falling out with men, you know, just. But that's what she was like. She was hard to pin down. She was very much a free spirit, if such a thing is possible under an oppressive system. She tried to be as individual as she could be, but she was always, you know, battling with depression and what have you. And as far as I'm aware, she had attempted suicide before, and this time she succeeded in that. And she's gone. She's gone. And all I've thought about all day are those old times, you know, those memories from way back when it was good, when we were mates, when we had fun, when we were learning together, when, you know, we were experiencing profound things together. Not just me and her, but lots of people. We were part of a group. We were part of this new phase of the Socialist Workers' Party where they brought in, you know, a lot of new members, and we were having these great experiences and learning rapidly every day. It was fascinating. It was exciting. We went to London, as I say, Galloway show and all that, but we also went to big conferences and very political stuff, you know. But as I said, Nikki went one. Oh, fucking hell, I've said her name there. I wasn't going to, fuck it. Yeah, Nikki went one way, I went the other. And that was the end of that. But fucking hell, it's still sad to hear about her death, man. Such a waste. I'm not exactly sure how old she was. She might have been a year older than me, I think. I can't remember. But she was only in her 50s, mid-50s, early to mid-50s. And such a waste of life, waste of talent, man. She was a very talented poet. I mean, when I knew her, she was only beginning to write poetry, really. Just finding her feet and developing her craft. But she became very good at it. Very, very good at it. And it was always political. Well, not always political, but she wrote a lot of political stuff. I didn't follow her path or anything, you know. I didn't keep up with her development, but I've heard a bit of it today, and wow, it's fucking excellent, like, very good. So she developed her talent to a high degree, and such a waste, man. Suicide, fucking hell. I think we've all, if you've lived as long as I have, I'm 55 now, you've probably had suicidal thoughts at some point. I know I did, way back. Not for a long time, but way back I did. I won't get into why, but yeah, I wasn't in a good place. Thankfully, I came through that. And I've never been on antidepressants or anything. I've never had therapy. I've never been under the doctor for any mental illness, but I felt very low at times. I've been okay for quite a long period of time now, but you never know what's round the corner, do you? How something can jump out and take you down the wrong path, take you down a dark fucking path to misery. You just don't know what life has in store, do you? And if you have a tendency to be depressed, then it doesn't take much. Often it doesn't really need much to drive you down into the depths of despair. And that must be where Nikki ended up last weekend. Apparently she'd been struggling for a while. She attempted suicide not long ago, and she got through that, but she never really got over it, you know. Never came out the other side properly. And she made another attempt, and yeah, she's gone forever. So I just want to say this, man. If you fell out with somebody, try and fix things, because I wish I'd fixed things with Nikki. I wish I had now. Neither of us really tried, you know, but I wish we had. It's so sad that we never made up, and we never spoke for years and years. So sad, man. And also, if you're in need, fucking talk to people. Talk to people. Don't bottle anything in. Don't fucking keep it internal, you know what I mean? Talk to people. Open up. And I just want to say this to anyone who's out there who's struggling mentally. Look, man, I'm a good listener. If you want to fucking spout something on my channel, or even get in touch privately, I'll listen to you. I'll give my opinion, my advice, whatever, but I'll listen to you. I think we should all listen to other people more, because there are a lot of desperate people out there, people who are really struggling to stay afloat. Sadly, Nikki's gone now. There's nothing I can do for her, but I hope I can do something for someone else. Anyway, take care, man. Look after each other and look after yourself. Ta-ra.